Hitchhiking has been a mode of transportation around the world for many years, and while it's far less common nowadays and even illegal in certain places in America, a number of hitchhikers can still be found in Europe. Hitchhiking is legal in every European country, and some even host hitchhiking competitions. The Czech annual Hitchhiking Championship kicked off its 8th race on Saturday, July 9th, beginning in Prague, and had participants travel to Istanbul, Turkey, and back, strictly by hitchhiking. The 2017 winner goes into depth on the ins and outs of the competition.
So the Czech Hitchhiking Championship starts in Prague. Every year there's different destinations, and you have to get there as fast as possible. You have to always pass some country that's not really direct, so it makes you diverse from the straight path a bit. There's usually 12 teams, which you can follow online on the websites. They all have GPS trackers, so you know at each point where they are.
Minimum of the task in the race is 5 tasks, which are mandatory. Yeah, and the tasks are like the goal of the task is to have fun and to be interesting for auditorium, you know, for followers of the race, which are following the race on social media.
This year's winner shares some of the tasks participants had to complete.
The challenges were to help somebody in their, either like a farm or a cottage or something like that. So we had to help them out. There was a challenge to make a little party with somebody, with at least 5 people. Then there was a challenge to hike a mountain at least 1,000 meters. We had to visit at least 2 embassies. So we had to do that in some capital cities. Yeah, those were fun.
But there was also another thing with DMSs, which are donation SMSs, because the Czech Hitchhiking Championship supports disabled people, and so people could watch that online, watch the competition online through GPS trackers, and if people had their favorite, they could donate in form of this DMS to support their champion, and these points were also counted in the total.
With them we're collecting money for some concrete people, and this year it was or is Karel. Yeah, his name is Karel, and he needs money for the active wheelchair, you know, it's like the sport wheelchair. And the winner is the team number 10. It's like Vendula and Matias.
It's overwhelming, honestly. It's not the first time that I'm in this competition. I took part in it last year as well, and we finished second. And this year I kind of changed my attitude, and last year I took it as like a game, and this time I was like, it's a race, we have to win. So yeah, it was amazing to finish and to be the first ones and the only ones in the finish. Actually, yeah, it's amazing.
Vendula and Mateus finished first by about 45 hours. Their prizes include going skydiving, some barrels of beer, activewear and backpacks, and the Hitchhiking Championship trophy. But for them and most other competitors, it's not about the prize, rather the experiences they get along the way.
Well, I always liked hitchhiking. Whenever I travel, I always try to hitchhike at least like a part of the journey, because it's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of cool people, and people are very sharing when they take hitchhikers. They like to tell you everything about themselves and their family and everything. Yeah, there was this one guy that took us from Greece all the way to Tirana, Albania. He told us about his girlfriend, and that he had a child, and he didn't have time for traveling, but he always wanted to, and he was like very, very down about it. And he said that he's 30 and he doesn't have time anymore. And I told him, look, we only had 1 week and we did this amazing race, 5,000 kilometers in 1 week. You can't tell me that you can't find a week to do these things. And so yeah, we had like a great talk, and in the end he told me that he's gonna change his life because we talked to him, and he said that it was very transformative for him. So I guess that sticks out to me, because we left a mark somewhere. I guess it's going to get better for him as well. So
All 3 of these hitchhikers want to leave people with a similar message.
People, I would like to tell everybody that hitchhiking is not a dangerous sport. Everybody think it is, but it's actually a lot of fun. You just have to be some sort of like careful. You cannot get in every car. If the people look sketchy, just tell them no. There's no problem if you say no, but it's a lot of fun. You meet great people, and yeah.
If it's something you don't want to do, just don't do it. There are risks that come with it, and if you're uncomfortable with these risks, just don't. But if you think it's worth it, and I do think it is, because I've hitchhiked so many cars and I have very little bad experience. I do have some, but it's just insignificant. It's something that will get you out of your comfort zone. It will broaden your horizons so much, because you will meet so many unexpected people.
So I think it's to hitchhike, like I think on the whole world, but in Europe it's pretty easy and pretty safe. So don't be worried about racing in our race, because people are everywhere like pretty kind and nice. And if you are racing in this competition, you will get that the world is not bad, you know, like you can see in TV or in media. People are really nice everywhere.